now that you guys have had a night to let things all sink in a bit, how are you feeling after winning Big Brother Canada Season 4?
It feels unreal. Like, it was overwhelming walking out of the house and seeing everyone, new faces, new everything, but having this guy by my side is surreal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even realize that we just won Big Brother. Like, I walked out, it was a dream come true.
You fell on the ground at one point.
I fell. I told Arissa I peed my pants on stage. Like, it's amazing. I didn't actually. I thought I did. I checked that. But like, I don't know. It's just amazing. It'll sink in later. It's still too soon, I think.
And we're still in Big Brother mode. We haven't had time to decompress and figure out what just happened.
And this one's for Phil because you watched more of the past seasons. So, as winners now, where would you rate yourselves up there with some of the others who have played the game?
In terms of like game and strategy.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch the season.
Yeah.
Thanks for your question.
So, when Kelsey won HOH, were you at all worried that she might evict you guys over Tim?
Not a chance. I mean, Kelsey, it's obviously always a possibility, but we knew going forward with Kelsey we would have something really solid, and she showed in the past with Jared that she was willing to give her life to keep the other person in the game, and we knew that if we could be there for her in that same way, she'd take a bullet.
Yeah, Kelsey is outstanding.
She's an amazing girl.
Done nothing but look out for us since day one. She was one of the only people who said, brothers, you're so lucky to have each other. Everyone else was like, whoa, you guys are a huge threat. You probably just got some power when we got locked up in the high roller. She was the only one there that was like, guys, you're so lucky to have each other. And, all the way through, I did think, she could take Tim thinking that she'd beat him in the final two, but she's got a huge
ultimately
heart.
Tim had a better chance of winning than us at that point. So
Tim was probably going to win over either of us just because, he played such a great game and people know how great his game was. Us, we were even more undercover than him, I think, in terms of, how we just did things. But, I mean, Kelsey's just so great to answer your question. I was maybe, a bit worried, but not too worried.
And if you had to pinpoint one crucial move or decision that you guys made in the game that helped you win the game, what would it be?
Well, right before Maddie won HOH, the day before, I put a halt to Mitch's campaign, or had a big part. I don't know if it was even on the show yet, I haven't seen it, but I said to him, watch this, because I knew Mitch was lying to me in his campaign, and Kelsey walked in the high roller, and I was like, Kelsey, what's going on? Is this true? And then Mitch just started freaking out, sweating bullets, and he's... whole house fight just because of one comment.
But that's the thing you have to do in this game that a lot of people look past, is when a new HOH comes into power, you never know who that's going to be. Displace the target before it happens.
And no one could relay that back to us.
That week, Maddie was putting us on the block because I cooked dinner one night. So, I mean, that blow-up was huge because we would have ended up on the block.
And I guess, winning that... There's so many big moments, but that one was on day 41, Mitch was evicted day 42, Jared, Kelsey on the block day 43 because of that whole house fight. It was without a doubt Maddie was putting them on the block instead of us because it just was one of those moments, and they probably all don't know what that day was in the high roller suite.
So, night one, Arissa immediately informed the house guests that you two were brothers. Had Big Brother made you guys keep your relationship a secret, would that have made the game more challenging than outing your relationship and putting a target on you from day one?
I think it could have gone either way. I think if we had have played separately, we would have been able to fool the house into thinking that we weren't brothers. But moving forward, everyone does get really close, and the truth potentially could have come out. I think Arissa coming onto the screen and letting everyone know, okay guys, these are brothers, they're playing together as one.
Yeah.
It was an advantage in a way, but it did bite us in the butt. People looked at us as a huge target. We got locked in solitary for the first night, and that was an opportunity for everyone to say, guys, let's work together to get these two dinguses out of the house before they split.
It would have been tough to be lying the whole game. It's just so hard to... It would have been so... We have a lot of the same mannerisms. We speak the same way. The same voice, same story. We go to school. It would have been so... I'm glad Marissa said, you guys are brothers. Boom. Great. That's it.
And like Nick mentioned, people were thinking that you guys might split. How do you think you would have fared had you split?
Bad. Real bad.
Yeah. It wouldn't have ended up working in our favor. I mean, we both had worked our own relationships, and I think that's what benefited us, is that we could work rooms at the same time, and I don't know.
If we were two people, it would have been toast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. And one for Nick again. Did it frustrate at all at times when Phil would kind of shut you down when you were trying to talk game?
I came in this house not knowing Big Brother at all. But I did lay down a lot of social groundwork that led to my brother's game talks, because I think a lot of people did see him as intimidating and a little cocky at times. So I think my good guy attitude, the good cop, bad cop worked out for us.
Man.
And towards the end of the game, I found my own and I understood the game a lot better, and we came together closer.
The reason I shut him down so many times was because I know that anything you say can be used against you, and you're guilty till proven innocent, and it's so hard to make yourself innocent when something, it spreads like wildfire, any little thing.
Yeah,
so
as
you
soon
say
as I realized that,
he's trying to say the right thing, but it just says it the wrong way. It's like, oh my god, bro, like.
But then at the halfway point, I found it, and I knew it, and I used that to my advantage, and I could read every person in this house.
It was great. So, I mean,
Okay, so another one for you. You guys won a ton of competitions, but the fact that you needed to win that many, does that show a bit of a sign of weakness in other parts of your game?
I don't think we were on the block one time for 24 hours, so whatever that means to you, we did save ourselves and got ourselves a sweet haircut at the same time. We sat on the block for 24 hours in this game, which is less than anyone else.
I'll explain this. I have an answer for this question.
Okay.
It's like diary room. Okay, I'll answer this question.
Doing it again.
So for the first half of the game, we were able to stay under the radar and sort of
play our middle game.
Just play a middle game, if you want to call it that. But then there was a 3-person alliance still in the house in Final 5. The Freak Show, whatever you want to call it. Sorry. And then Kelsey and us. We had no choice.
Kelsey can't win those competitions, so we had to step in to protect Kelsey. Yeah, I know, but the physical comps, Kelsey can't win. So we, as brothers, stepped in, pulled some man muscle, and won the comps to split apart the Freak Show.
We had to win out against the Freak Show. Like, we couldn't just sit back
And we knew that, like, Tim or Cassandra sitting Final 2, they would have other Freak Show members voting for them. We didn't want that sitting Final 2. And we got the votes, and it worked.
Like, we didn't, how many comps did we win before day? HOH, Canada voters us in day 49. Like,
just
that was a turn on.
Not many. That was it.
Okay, next up, you guys kind of claimed that you didn't lie while in the game.
Bring up some stuff.
Do you actually believe that you didn't lie, or is that part of your strategy to say that?
I worked it out in my head. Stretching the truth is not lying. I don't think she's rolling her eyes.
Okay, you know what? We had to uphold something, and you know what? Our strategy in this game was showing that we were the honest guys. And in that, there were multiple moments where things may not necessarily have been true, but people believe that if we blew up, our eyes went wide, it was true. We were defending ourselves. These guys are truthful. We had no choice but to play that in our advantage when we were backed up against them.
I mean, people saw our freakouts as, you know, Tim probably said, oh, they're freaking out. That means they're lying. But most of the house said their freakouts is a sign of, wow, they really are passionate.
And Kelsey believed that. The minute we were going against Cass and Tim and she saw us blowing up, she believed we were true. So, I mean, it's Big Brother. You can't get in this game and not stretch the truth.
I can't wait to watch it and be like, okay, well, it really looks like I'm lying there, you know? Because I don't know. In this house, there's so much that goes on, and you just got to...
You get so caught up in the game when you're in here, it's tough.
Protect yourself, and people take things out of context all the time. A conversation is 20 minutes, and they take 5 words.
Yeah. So have you guys at all thought about what you're going to do with the money?
Couple of cervezas on a beach down somewhere southern. I don't know, like...
Maybe a beer. I'll buy one Corona or something like that. I don't know. Down south on a beach with a lime.
I need to get out of Big Brother mode. Big Brother's in my head. He wakes me up every morning, and I just need to sit somewhere on a beach, looking at some cute girls, enjoying the ocean.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And so lastly, obviously you guys won the game, but what did the whole experience of Big Brother Canada mean to you guys?
The world. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. The money's great. Fantastic. We won Big Brother. It's a game. What we really came out of this with is an amazing relationship with each other.
We came into this house splitting apart. I had different friends, he had different friends, we have different interests and ambitions. I didn't understand the guy coming in here, and that's why the first half of the game was so difficult for us. When he had his epiphany, that was when things changed for us as a dynamic duo, and we were able to work together better.
I mean, in Canada,
this is all that matters to me right now.
Canada, I think, has a really good idea of what we're like, and it's, this is us, we're good buds, we're friends. Let's get life underway. I don't know, let's just
live, man.